guys, I'm Lindsay from The Rural Legend. If you're new, welcome. For the past couple of months, the series I've been running is called Come Thrifting With Me. And guess what you get to do? You know the answer. I'm changing the title. Everything else is staying the same, but we're gonna call this series Thrift Rich. You might have heard the term house poor, but we want to be thrift rich. We don't have a big budget, but we make it look like we have a lot of money because we buy all the things rich people don't want anymore. We are all about proving great home style doesn't have to cost a lot of money. I share all the ways that you can save money and still create an absolutely stunning home. So welcome to our first episode of Thrift Rich. And this is an amazing way to kick off this series because I got to go thrifting with one of my Instagram besties, Emily from Happily Huxford. She's on TikTok and Instagram. We hit 11 stores in one day, 9 to 5, baby. And I found the most insane haul of treasures, and you are not going to believe some of these prices, like in the best way possible. Are you ready to go thrifting with me? Let's go. We are starting off strong with this stunning and heavy water pitcher. Look at all of that detail. It just needs a really good cleaning. Emily and I were both really curious about this. So before I tell you what it is, do you know? You'll have to leave me a comment and tell me if you're like, oh yeah, I totally know what that is. I thought maybe it was a flower vase, but it's actually meant to have a wick and burn oil. Little cute kids plate, probably not safe anymore considering it's vintage, but it would look really sweet hanging in a kid's nursery on the wall. Look at this beauty. This was made in Italy. It's like a veggie platter, but you could also put eggs in those little cups. Love those vegetables on the sides. It was in such great shape. And the price, $4 for this huge made in Italy platter. Yes, please. This is just a glass hurricane, not crystal, but the etching was so gorgeous. It just needs, again, a really, really good cleaning. Hand-painted metal trays like this make really great magnet boards for an office, a kid's room. You just hang it on the wall, use a couple magnets, and stick up whatever you want. This was the day for sectioned dishes. These are so great for drawer organization, jewelry, little office supplies, and so much prettier than anything that you can buy nowadays online. Emily tends to keep me in line and make sure that I go through every single aisle because I would normally skip the sports equipment section, but look what was on the shelf. This absolutely came home with me. A little vintage trinket box. It is beautiful, in perfect condition. Why was it with the helmets and soccer balls? No idea. What do you think of this woven trunk? I love the little stand. It actually comes apart from that. It would be great storage on a covered patio. I'm always looking at the bed sheets and other linens because there are so many ways to upcycle thrifted fabrics. And this set of napkins and placemats is going to be amazing for Christmas. They were thick, so well made, and that green embroidery, obsessed. Another sectioned trinket dish. This might actually be for like a relish tray, but there's no reason you couldn't keep bathroom supplies in it. This gravy boat is so beautiful. It's from the Monticello collection, and if you see those little plates behind it, those all came together. I believe these are the saucers for teacups, and I really, really wish the teacups would have been there because they would have been gorgeous. This looks like a little piece of carnival glass, would be great for trinkets or to hold matches. And wait until you see what we found next. These green bottles. Do you know what they are? They're hand blown. They are actually from Princess House, which is even cooler. And they're made to hold wine. They're decanters / coolers. See that little bubble that leads in from the outside? You put ice in there and it keeps your wine cold without watering it down. Originally, they had these woven stoppers for both the ice compartment and the top. But because these are from the 1970s, I'm sure those have disintegrated. So unfortunately, these will be topless. Everything from the wood frame to the red mat to the line drawing of these two horses. I love it. And we've been looking for some art for our basement. It's going to be perfect. And then look at this original painting. The colors are just stunning. The artist was so incredibly talented. I'm assuming it's someone local. And I have a feeling that I already have a frame at home that I thrifted that will be the perfect size for this piece of art. This lampshade was in amazing condition. I love the silk and the pleats and then that black stripe. So elegant. Currently, we are at a community aid and they have a selection towards the front of the store that is their higher end pieces. It's always fun to look through this section, but I don't think I've ever bought anything from it because I don't want to pay the high prices. Next stop, and immediately as soon as we walk in the door, original paintings. $10.99 felt a little high, but they were stunning. Side note, never fear. I am putting the entire list of all the thrift stores we hit in the description. I'll even tell you which ones are our absolute favorite. I don't know if this is meant to be an ashtray, but this blue glass was so heavy and so beautiful. Along with finding tons of sectioned dishes today, we found the most absurd Avon bottle collections. This is just the start of it. Wait till you see later in the video all the pieces we found. That quail was my absolute favorite. What do you think about this silver plate coffee or tea set? $6.99 for all 3 pieces. What? Another absolutely beautiful sectioned plate. I feel like I hit the mother lode when I found this giant brass chafing dish pedestal. I have been on the hunt for a big one like this to use as a plant stand, and this one was beautiful. Emily scooped up this brass pocket change dish. I already own one, and I love having this on our entry console. We do throw some random coins in there sometimes, but usually it's for our keys or whatever other little things we find around the house. Look at this lady with her amazing hair, her pearls, that little blouse. She looks like a good time. This Funky Finds and Grinds was a brand new place for me, and unfortunately, they're closing this month. While that's obviously unfortunate for you and of course the owners, it was a very fortunate day for us because almost the entire store was 75% off, including this drop dead gorgeous punch bowl set. They have it labeled as Spode, but it's actually from Towel. And yes, this absolutely came home with me because it was listed at $50, but do your math, 75% off. I paid $12.50 for this entire set. Can you even? I also grabbed this piece and I'm going to hold on to it to gift for Christmas with some little homemade candies. Now we are at Red Door Consignment, which is on the East Shore towards Harrisburg, and we found Bordello plates, which those are always a win. Red Door Consignment is predominantly furniture. So this is all secondhand furniture. It looks like you're walking into like a full-blown furniture store, but it's all secondhand, and a lot of it is fabulous and vintage. The prices are incredible, and there are 3 stories to this building. I think Emily and I both gasped when we saw this dog chair, and I was shocked that that girl did not grab this immediately. Spoiler alert, she ended up calling the next business day and buying it over the phone. So you better give her a follow if you want to see how she incorporates it into her home because it's amazing. This table, if I had a place in my home for it, it absolutely would have come home with me. Can you even with this desk and the little wicker seat? And this armoire with the mirror. See that t-shirt there? I'm going to use this opportunity to tell you Secondhand Squad is officially opening on Friday, as in like 2 days from now. You are going to be able to sell your own vintage, antique, secondhand finds along with me in Secondhand Squad. It's going to be an amazing place for community. We have free community chat rooms where you can talk about the things that you have thrifted and everyone can celebrate with you. You can let people know what you're on the hunt for and they can help you find it. And there's a chat channel dedicated to upcycling. So if you have a piece that you are pretty sure has some potential, let the creative brain of Secondhand Squad help you and inspire you to come up with new uses for old things. So stay tuned. So make sure you're subscribed here on YouTube and keep checking back. On August 15th, the link will become available so that you can join. It's free. And I'm sure in every YouTube video beyond that, I will be sharing Secondhand Squad information so you can join at any time. Also, do you see that beverage dispenser in front of you in my cart? That is crystal and it will be used at every single event moving forward at my house. Okay, back to the Avon collections. I opened some of these and they smelled horrible. But all of these different bottles and shapes are just so amazing. Almost everything on this shelf, all the things that we're touching, those are Avon bottles. It kind of tempts me to create my own collection, but no, I do not need any more things to add. Even though there was an Eiffel Tower, I kind of wanted it, but left it there. I don't need more stuff. This trivet was in great shape. It's vintage. It's very sticky, but I would personally use Crud Cutter to get all that junk off. And then, is this real? I've shared this on a couple platforms. Some people tell me that it's real because the crossbodies don't always have the leather label inside. Other people say that it's fake. Either way, it came home with me because it was really well made. It's cute and it was $7.99. I just woke up from a 2.5 hour nap. It's 3:30 in the afternoon. Yesterday's thrifting trip with Emily was so epic. And I had already had like a crazy week. And then like an all-day thrifting haul, like Lindsay needed a nap. 42-year-old Lindsay needed an afternoon nap. But now that I'm like refreshed, I have a new cup of coffee. I laid out all of my treasures that I got yesterday. I also like washed it all last night, which was a whole chore. Are you ready to see what I got? I don't think you're ready. So at a glance, this is what we're gonna be talking about. So I'm just gonna tell you right now, go grab a snack and grab your beverage. You're in for a treat. Also, hi Winnie and Ellie. Okay, hi. Let's just start on this side because everything else is pretty much like on the table, but this won't fit. Look at this amazing wicker basket. It's been painted. Look at the little latch. It comes on a stand and like it's stuck, but it comes off of that stand. It'd be such a great project piece. I'm not sure if I want to strip it or if I want to repaint it, but this would be amazing on a covered patio if we actually like had one for like pillow storage and things. It would be a great toy storage. I'm not sure where it's gonna go yet, but I had to grab it. Moving up here. This guy came from our very last thrift store. This is Shannon Crystal. I mean, isn't it gorgeous? I need to like back up so I can get the whole thing on camera. I will absolutely be donating my boring Walmart glass dispenser because every party that I host will now feature this girl. She's beautiful. This brass sterno pedestal. Hello. I'm actually gonna use it as a plant stand. I've been looking for a big brass one. I think it's gonna be a plant stand. This reminds me of a pumpkin. Gonna be very great for fall. Look at the wheat pattern. A little trinket dish in like amazing condition. Obviously there's like some wear and tear on the little decals, but no chips or cracks. It is just gorgeous. I need to show you. I think there's something on the bottom. Yep, 22 karat gold, hand decorated. Oh, love it. Little jewelry box. Isn't she darling? Look at the cute little detail. Copper seashell mold. Would look amazing hanging in a kitchen. I already cleaned it, but it could be polished to get some of the tarnish off if you wanted it to be that way. Oh, it's so cool, especially for summer. This stunning platter. It's like a parrot tulip. It's so beautiful. Old Strasbourg, Villeroy Bach. Gorgeous. This is just, it's glass. See, you don't hear the ding. It's not crystal, but this hurricane with the etching is just so pretty. This little snack server or relish server, condiment server. I think I might hold on to this to gift to someone for Christmas, filled with like candies, like homemade candies or something, because your Christmas gifts can come from the thrift store. Absolutely, especially if you have someone that loves vintage. Do you know what these are before I tell you? Okay, you've had your chance. They're from the 1970s, hand blown wine decanters that keep your wine cold for you. So you see those bubbles? You put your ice in here and it keeps your drink cold, and then of course you pour it from there. This one has etchings on it. I think at least this one is Princess House. They're just like a really delicate glass. They're so stunning. Now that I've cleaned them up, I can't wait to use them for outdoor dinner parties. Original paintings. They have a backing on them, so I kind of want to pull this off just to see if there's a date to see how old they are. Obviously they're not antique, but I'm always curious when the artist painted them. They're so beautiful. I especially love this little bowl. Little silver tea set. This is from Eaton, and it definitely needs a good cleaning if you like shiny silver, but look at the detail on on the handles and the little lids. Can you even? Amazing. We're still going. Crystal lamp. It actually still has its little sticker. It's upside down. Isn't she beautiful? It's missing its finial. Emily and I both looked in a couple places we thought maybe a finial could have ended up. The original had like a really long, tall finial. So I'm just gonna I have a bunch of finials in like my own collection from other lamps. So I'll just add something to it. Easy peasy. Here's what I shared last night. This insane, now they labeled it as Spode. It's not, it's from Towel, but it's still very valuable, in amazing condition. 12 cups. Then it's got this crazy heavy silver plate tray, silver plate punch bowl. It's just missing its ladle. And the reason it was 75% off is, unfortunately for the store, they're closing next month. So almost everything in the store, 75% off. So this was listed at $50 for the entire set. I paid $12.50 for it. Insane. Look at this gorgeous original fruit painting. I think I have a frame the exact size for this that I thrifted before, so I cannot wait to try to get that framed. The clamshell vintage floor lamp, beautiful. The horse art that I showed yesterday in stories absolutely came home with me. The lampshade, so beautiful. I love the little black stripes. It just feels so chic. It's a silk, really well-made shade. Oh, and then Christmas linens. Christmas in July for me. These really cute vintage placemats, really thick and heavy, and then the matching napkins with the piping. Ugh, these are gonna be so perfect in a couple months. And then seriously, we still have more to go. I've never found designer purses before. There is no authentication tag in here, so I'm assuming it's fake. It's supposed to be Coach, but it's got all the other things that make Coach Coach. I don't know enough about designer bags to really identify, so I'm assuming it even has like the stitch detail of the real one. The only thing it's missing, it says made in China on that tag, and there's no like authentication tag here, which makes me think that it's fake, but I still really thought it was worth it for $7.99. You can weigh in absolutely and tell me if you're like, nope, you got scammed, that's definitely a fake, or like, maybe it could be. This one I definitely did get scammed. Emily and I both were convinced this was vintage Dooney and Burke. Look how stunning this is. This is from the same store that was going out of business as this, and actually this was it from there. They never made the basket weave. They have a ton of this stunning green purse with vintage Dooney and Burke, but there's nothing in this, so it's a fake, and there's no tag inside, and I didn't do enough research until I was already like home. It's still really beautiful. It's still like really well made, really heavy. So again, if both of these are fake, it is what it is. I paid $25 for this. It was listed at $50. It was half off because the store is closing. I'm still happy with my purchase. I'll just be a little dead inside knowing it's not actual Dooney. Anyway, real Michael Kors. They actually had a bunch of Michael Kors purses, but this was the one that I really loved. $25 for this one as well, but was listed originally at $50. This one like has all of the proper identification markers. It's beautiful. I love the corded detail. This is like such a perfect summer into fall purse. I can't wait to use it. So that was a lot, right? Not everything has been incorporated into my home yet, and some of the pieces are actually going to be sold in secondhand squads, so you will be able to purchase them coming soon. But here's a look at a couple pieces that I have styled, like this trinket box that I found in the sports equipment section. I love this on my bedside table. Honestly, I wasn't sure that I was going to keep this little crystal lamp for myself, and then I put it on my kitchen counter, and now I can't let go of it. I haven't added a little finial to the top yet, but I don't mind it. I love the way this looks. So here, of course, it's turned off, but the glow at night is just stunning. Also, here's some zinnias from our garden. They just make me so happy, and hopefully they'll make you happy today too. Oh, and Winston says hi. And also, can I have a treat, please? Okay, are you ready for some real life? This is actually clean for my dining room. The table is just the catch-all for everything that's waiting to be styled. Here is that beautiful hand-decorated trinket dish from our last thrift store. This is a really great piece for fall. I love this paired with all of the brass in this corner of our dining room. And speaking of fall, most of the pieces on the table are currently waiting to be styled for fall. So stay tuned for that. Happy hunting, Secondhand Squad. I'll see you next time.